Testing, testing. 1 1 1 1 2. We is in the late night hours tonight. Late night hour. I don't know who up. I don't know where you at. Where you at? Please tap on in here if you looking at this video. If you up, what you doing? It's cold outside. It's very, very cold outside. Yes. Yeah. So you got to be in the house somewhere. I don't know. But I have been out today as well. Yes. Can't stay out there too long though. But you gotta get out. You got to get out. Saturday night, tap in late night hours. Just come from out there. Woo. Cold. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody wants to join? Right here in the chat. All you gotta do is hit that link right there.
Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes he lets it rage so he can calm you. That situation wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. See, everybody wants peace, everybody wants clarity, but nobody wants the pain that produces it. But growth don't happen in comfort. Strength don't show up in silence. The storm revealed who you were, but it also revealed who you're not. And that's the gift. The storm stripped the lies. It exposed the weaknesses. It tore away everything fake so God could show you what's real. So don't pray it away too soon. Let it do its work. Let it shape you. Because storms don't destroy purpose, they reveal it. And on the other side of this, you won't just survive. You'll stand different, walk different, believe different. Because when you've been through real pain, you speak with real power. That's why he let it hit you. It was never about the storm, it was about what it woke up inside you.
Yes. We're going to be in here for a little bit tonight. I'm going to be breaking down some of this content of people that understands what it like to be accountable of something, to be accountable of their word, to be accountable of themselves, to really put action with their words for what they stand for in life. Like I told you guys, I've been on a self journey, a self discovery journey for about 8 years now, and when you in that type of soul searching for truth, when you're in that type of soul searching for truth, you be level headed on a lot of different scenarios. You be very level headed and you really think clearly on a lot of these issues that comes up in today's society that we some of us don't really pay attention to. Now, once again, like I say, sometimes life just have us so overwhelmed and thinking that sometimes, it may seem like that stuff is not important, but it is. And it affects a lot of our loved ones that's out here that we care about, that's out here in the universe. It affects these people. You yourself might have, thinking you yourself may have thoughts of you not really in that space no more. You may think that, but and you might not be, okay, because this is not for everybody either. This don't fit everybody. Some people understand who they are and understand um, what they should. Some people understands this about themselves, but this is more for the older people that has younger people that looks up to them. This is what this video is about, and this message is about. Like back in the days, the parents used to tell us, do as I say, not as I do. And me myself, okay, me myself, I have also been guilty of a lot of these issues that I'm going to talk about today. That's the funny thing about this. I have been also guilty of a lot of this stuff as well. I would just have to say I'm not no more though. I'm not part of those type of problems. To uh, to not be to to not be part of today's worldly problems. I try hard to be the person that try to help find solutions or help be the voice or help, you know, I don't know, help people to see things maybe they can't see. Either way, I choose to speak about these type of things that can help the younger generation and also can help older people that finds it a little bit challenging. Okay, because it's not that hard, but again, it ain't easy either. Because excuse me for a minute, I got to sneak. Ooh, ooh, bless me. Excuse me. Yeah. So before that grand finale sneeze right there. So I will have to say that the way the way that we can honor yourself, the way that you can honor your mom, dad, or the people that you care about, the people that raise you, the people that you love, the way that you can honor that is by being real and honest to yourself about who you are as a person. Being honest and true to yourself to know that maybe there's certain things that's in my heart that makes me that makes it hard for me to love myself better, that makes it hard for me to be more accountable for my actions. Maybe it's something in your heart that's stopping you from actually letting go of old wounds inside of your heart, you know, old let down memories that you might have inside of your heart that keeps us or that keeps you from reaching a better getting hold to a better you. Because once we start tapping into self, I'm telling you, it becomes like a bigger thing than it becomes something bigger than what you already have inside your own life. Hey, y'all like my background, Tiger? Yes, that's my high school. That's my old high school. The Tiger. I'm a Tiger. Okay. Yes, yes, I'm a Hikes Tiger. By the way, see my shirt? Yes, yes, yes. The growth mindset. That's that's a big one right there. I got him in gray, blue. See, I had to. Yeah, I got him in gray, blue. I haven't yet. I've been working on it, okay, but I haven't yet got it uploaded to this YouTube thing. I haven't yet did that, but I'm steady working on it. Okay, but as I was saying though, it's like when we figure out it's something bigger, because it's only so much that we can get in this world before the stuff just stop being fun. It stopped being. It don't feel like is it don't you don't feel like you have really did anything special if you still holding on to old pain inside of your heart. You know, it's something about letting go of old pain, old wounds, old memories. It's something about that that frees up your mind and it frees your heart up, and it makes you want to be a better person. It makes you want to love again. It makes you, if you haven't got to that point, if you one of them people running around here study talking about uh, what is love, or you know what's that one movie where they said love don't live here no more. If you one of them people running around here like that, see, you are still, first, you still part of the problem. Secondly, your heart is very well guarded, and it's it's really a shame, because loving yourself and having someone to love you, and you knowing how to love someone, is a free gift that God had, the man upstairs, a free gift that God has given to us all. Love is free, right? But you have to love yourself first in order to understand that love is free. Because if I If I have love in my heart, of course, that means I can love somebody, right? So if the other person have love in their heart, of course, they can love somebody. So to me, when and the reason why, like I keep saying this, the reason why I speak about love and stuff so much is because uh, the kids is watching. Now it was like I say, it was once upon a time that I might didn't follow that message too well myself, but now that I see better, I know better. Now that I have learned and been accountable for the things that I didn't know, now it all makes a lot of sense to really follow your heart. Okay, it makes a lot of sense knowing that if you in alignment with yourself, knowing that if you in alignment with the man upstairs, knowing that you are in alignment with righteousness, how can you go wrong? But first, you got to be accountable. So in 2026, I uh, I want to be one of the persons out here that shine a light to people that's not in alignment with themselves, that's not in alignment with the inner self, that's not in alignment with the truth, that's not in alignment with getting better in life. Growth, right? Growth mindset. That's what I'm after this 2026. I'm after that. Okay. Uh, I have really gained a very, very big respect. I've gained a very big gang of respect for this thing called life, learning about this thing called life, and also learning about myself. Okay, so we finna get into a couple of videos. We finna get into a couple of videos. Yes, we gonna get a couple of these some hot topics videos. Okay, I shouldn't say hot topic. This a hot video that we finna get into. It's this young lady. I don't even know her name. Okay, I bumped into her video maybe about a week ago, and what I liked about her, I didn't like. I didn't pay attention to the person that was saying it, although that helps as well. Okay, the softness, the softness of the voice, the softness of the of how she or how they or whoever that's doing these videos, how they get on here, the softness of their tone. Um, yes, yes. This lady, she sound like, hey, she could be a therapist. And by the way, therapist, going to see a therapist is not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, we want to remain strong. We want to remain strong. Ordinary to remain strong, you have to seek out help. Don't try to do it all on yourself. Don't try to do, look, personal development, growth mindset. You can't do all of this by yourself. You just can't do it. You're gonna need a lot of help. Doing something like that, personal development, trying to uh, override the negative things that's been programmed to you, is too hard. Okay, that's sort of like a person that goes cold turkey, right? That goes to cold turkey off them drugs. Hey, it's too heavy. How many people can do that? Not too many, right? So that's why you need to go get help if you are one of the ones out there that's serious about uh, personal development, growth mindset, becoming a better you, learning how to grow in the mind and in the heart and in the spirit is one of the hardest things that you may have to do. You know, it's easy. Like uh, certain stuff is easier than fixing the inside. Okay, because you have been. It's been a habit. It's a learned behavior habit, and habits be hard to break. So I can see, like, when I be talking in in the groups that we be talking about, this stuff, right? Growth mindsets. That's the first thing uh, people talk about is how hard and challenging, this stuff is when you trying to develop a growth mindset. It is. It's way easier to change other things out there. It's easy to go and you know get an get a better job, or you know a better car. That's sort of easy to do. But even a better pay raise, that's easy to do for some, right? But the hardest thing to do is fixing the scars that's inside of your heart, fixing learned behaviors of things that was taught or you was learned. Uh, those things is kind of harder to do. So I salute the people that has the courage to actually take that kind of big change. I salute you people out there. Hey, I done it, right? I'm one of them. Okay. Yes. Yes. And you know what I always say? If a person like me can do it, anybody can do it, right? That's my saying. I'm gonna have to put that on the shirt. Okay. Now let's get in here. Now we're gonna let man, I just okay, I found this lady right here. I found her last week as well. So both of these ladies, I found them about a week ago. Look at her. That's the big mama right there, right? Right. That's your big mama right there. But hey, we need ladies like her around. That's why every time I speak to my elders, I speak to my aunties, or uh, the few aunties I have left here on this side of the universe. That's why when I do speak to these people or elders, I give them the most kind respect ever, because that is wisdom right there. Okay. And one day, God's will, that's going to be me. And I would like to be a person that's wise out here speaking, or speaking to my grandkids, or, just having a good talk, a good dialogue out there in the public. I want to be one of the wise older people when I get that age right there. Like my grandmama and like my granddaddy, you know, my granddaddy was heavily into these talks, like you kind of see me doing, right? I'm gonna let her now. I'm gonna play her video, and then we're gonna get into a little bit more stronger version of this show. Okay, but the main both of them is both of them going to be saying the same thing, and we have to look for the main words. The main words is basically making sure that you understands you, making sure that while you understanding you have to make sure that you are setting yourself up to be a wise person for the people that you're going to leave behind. Okay. Now, like I say, I was once part of the problem. Now I'm part of the solution. Okay. We finna let her, we finna let her break it down. We finna let Big Mama over here break it down. She is a wise lady. She kind of looked like my auntie on my daddy's side that I need to call, right? She kind of looked like her. Uh, Maybe I might try to do that tomorrow. Okay, here we go.
I need to say this plainly. What we are watching on social media, in online culture, and across popular platforms every day is not empowerment. It's not freedom. It's not even confidence. It is public glorification of disorder, sexual chaos, and rebellion. And it
I gotta stop that because when she said sexual chaos, that is big too. Since I gotta tell this, since I started really researching and looking into bettering myself, one thing that I came to notice that this world has gotten real sexual, like she said, dramatized. Okay, I can go back to the late '90s. Yeah, I can go back there. Okay, I told you I'm a 53-year-old blessed man, but back in the '90s, I used to be around some out of town guys, right? Out of town in the Midwest. That's my area, and they were they were advanced because they lived in the bigger towns. My town was small, but they were so sexual advanced. Like they were like, cause I stayed in a small town, right? But they was just so heavily into, uh, sex this or this girl that, okay? And me, living in a small town and not so much of a little boy that I didn't jump off the porch too fast, right? So, but I was hanging around with these guys, right? But I'm just saying, I really saw that back in the '90s. I saw how people or men was crazy for sex, crazy for women attention. They would buy the affection of women. I saw this then. Now, this was back in the 90s. So you figured this 2026. And this is what this lady is saying, right? That's very big. Yes. It just ain't got more advanced now. I jumped off the porch late. So me again, you guys. I was spared a lot of these things. And that's why I am a blessed soul right now today. Okay. We all blessed though. But I'm just saying I'm not over the top with a lot of things because of I jumped off the porch late and I was glad of that. Okay. Now let's let her tell the story.
It is damaging women, misleading men, and confusing the next generation. And I refuse to stay silent about it. Welcome back to Family Matters. I'm Deborah. Today's message.
That's what caught me right there. Her show is called Family Matters. I think that was a TV show, wasn't it? But in today's world, especially in 2026, especially in this time, that is a big key word, family matters. Yeah, that might go on a t-shirt too. Okay, I had to rewind it back because listen to this key point.
What we are watching on social media, in online culture, and across popular platforms every day is not empowerment. It's not freedom. It's not even confidence. It is public glorification of disorder, sexual chaos, and rebellion. And it is damaging women, misleading men, and confusing the next generation. And I refuse to stay silent about it. Welcome back to Family Still Matters. I'm Deborah. Today's message has one purpose: to expose destructive cultural patterns, to call women back to responsibility, and to warn men before they attach their lives to chaos.
Another big message she just said for the women and the men. Like, this video is not, this is holding both people accountable. Because in today's society, they only just want to hold one person accountable. And that, of course, is the men, right? Not just because I am a man, but that's because it's truth. The thing about that is, if we never hold our women accountable, if we never hold our daughters, our nieces, if we never hold them accountable, how will they have the instructions to really hold down a family? See, I think that's where we all missing at. You know what? It kind of seems like to me, women want to pay men back for the 90s or whatever the case may be. And that's cool, okay? But what about the kids? Let's listen to what she's saying.
This is where the problem begins. Refinement has been replaced with exaggeration. And I'm going to give you a small example. There used to be a time when you wanted to refine the fact that your lashes were thin, and you would have someone to come and do it properly and insert just a few lashes to fill yours out. Now we have people just plucking on thick lashes that look like horse lashes on their eyes. And that's such an exaggeration. And they want to make you think it's refinement. No. That refinement where you once put a few lashes in there to enhance your own has now become complete exaggeration. Then
Exaggeration is a very good word for that topic right there, because it's the number one thing. 9 times out of 10, a man, right, do not even care about your lashes. In fact, we would rather our woman to just wear they natural lashes. So who we wear these lashes for, who knows, right? But I bet you, if we don't know, I bet you it's one thing we do know. It's not for the structure of the family. That's something we do know. Let's let her talk.
we have enhancement has turned into masking. Makeup was once used by women to enhance the beauty you already have, not to mask it by putting so much makeup on that a person doesn't even know the shape or the structure of your nose, your lips, or even your skin color. And then femininity has turned into performance. Women are just performing just to get the man gripped. And then once you get him, and I'm not doing this, okay? When appearance interferes with your hygiene, that is not beauty. It is disorder on display. And what I'm speaking about is, it's nothing wrong with having a manicure, having your nails long if you want them, wearing acrylics. But my question, and I often wonder, because I know when I used to wear them, they were cumbersome. I would have to put on gloves in order to cook, because it's no way I'm going to be preparing food for my family or cleaning up.
Okay, that was one point, but I'm trying to get that other point she was saying.
Bacteria and germs from place to place. Because we know we have to do some things hygienically. And if you're doing that without wearing gloves, because if you're doing that and you got
How long that ain't it
and
either.
able to function. And as I said,
I should have time stamped this one.
importance that presentation was meant to reflect self-respect.
Did you know that tap out?
That's it right there. Sorry about that.
Your enhancement in beauty, not to confuse a person. And now we got so much disorder. And it's a warning. It's a warning sign. And here's what is being celebrated now. You got women bragging about how many men they've had sex with in a day. And those are not only women only. We got women thinking it's important to brag about high body counts, to mock modesty to the point of everything out, as slavery and prostitution. I heard somebody say that being married is nothing but a unpaid prostitute. To see somebody frame marriage in such a derogatory manner, and then
Hey, y'all got a little sense of humor and just how she say things, because I don't know. I'm quite sure people out there that have loved ones and aunties, excuse me, that's still around, right? For me, I don't really have that many, right? Maybe like two, maybe three, but it's just something about the way how they speak and the way how they say they word.
Then if you submit, you're considered weak and stupid. And if you choose to be faithful, they dismiss you as being, that's out of date. And they consider this celebration of liberation from what? This is not liberation. This is wounded women.
Right there. Now, I'm gonna stop it right there because she pretty much what she pretty much said was this. It used to be a time that men and women thought sort of the same. And what I mean by that, I mean like how they was gonna be spoken with love and care, how they was gonna act with love and care, how they wanted to portray themselves in public so that people that looked up to them can actually have something to call good. Because in this world, what we see in relationships, kids don't have nothing to really look forward to say what's good in life. You know, it used to be a time that love was good. Now we make it like it's so bad, you know? And like I said, I am one of the blessed souls out here that have been that have had my hand in a lot of different circles, okay? And I'm going to say that throughout this whole 53 years that I've been on this side of the universe, I still got the love inside my heart. It's nothing that happened out there or that tried to happen out there to me that made me stop loving, first of all, myself. So if I love myself, I'm going to respect myself. When you respect yourself, you should take accountable. You should take accountable for the steps that you make out here in this world. Whatever footprint you putting out here, you should, if you love yourself, you should take accountability for the footsteps that you're making. That's a part of loving yourself. That comes with loving yourself. You don't love yourself if you can't take accountability for the footprints that you put out here to harm somebody or intentionally or not unintentionally, or unintentionally. It's just you being accountable for you because you love you. You know, I truly believe people don't love themselves if they can't be accountable for themselves. And if you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? But I found out a way. I had to learn through this. And I see, like I say, once again, okay, once again, I had to learn all of this. I had to go through all of this, you know. Remember, I said earlier, back in the 90s and stuff, I think that was one of my first tests. Uh, like today, me and my daughter had went out and actually went to the bowling alley as well. And we had some real good talking and teaching and listening and learning. And she actually was teaching me something as well. I didn't know, because like I told you guys, I'm not like a real technical person. I just look at right, wrong, good, bad, and I try my best, especially now, especially now, I try my best to stay on the good. Okay. So, so now we finna get into this other one because we already in here an hour. So we finna get into this other video. Now this video, yeah, let me get her off the screen. I'm just talking. Thank you, Miss Lady Big Mama. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna get into this one right here. Now, once again, I have to say, this is not for me anyways. This is not just for women, okay? This is not just really about the women. It's both. It's men and women. Okay.
One of the biggest problems with
Now I don't know. I have no clue who this young lady is. I have no clue. Found the channel and I was really, really impressed with her whole demeanor of the conversation, how she told the conversation, how she said it. She was right. Say when they right, I'm talking about she was right on. Do you hear me? I had no choice, you guys. I had no choice but to subscribe because this is real big information. Once again, okay. Now this is going to be up another level. Okay, let's go.
one of the biggest problems with us women in dating is the fact that we have no standards. We are standardless, we are godless, we are moralless, and a lot of us just all around from inception, we're not taught to be good people.
Boy, boy, boy. She said it. I didn't. Okay. Man, I love what she said at the end. We not taught to be good people. Oh, that's big. Not taught. Not taught to be good people. Women. You want to know why? Because that's daddy little princess, right? She ain't got to do nothing. That's daddy little princess. She definitely ain't got to be accountable. Mm-mm. Not daddy princess. She ain't got to be accountable. Mm-mm. But then when daddy little princess get 18 and 19, and either she go to college or either she stay at home and get into some other stuff like the streets and friends and following and all of this stuff, or they follow her, whatever the case may be. Okay. Then she's an adult. And if you didn't teach her, if you just said, my princess, come on, you ain't got to be accountable. Come on. If you just said that, now you passing her into the world. You passing your little princess off to the world with no teaching, no guiding, just my princess. It's the wrong thing to do, fellas. Fellas. That's the wrong thing to do, fellas. I hold all fellas accountable for not teaching. She said this, for not teaching. And yes, you can say that about men as well. You can. You can. Because, like I told you guys, I didn't have a father growing up. So I didn't have no teaching of the father figure. That's why I do all I can to teach and lead my kids now and other kids that's out there that just want somebody to listen to, you know, or just want a conversation. But let's get back to this young lady. Oh man, this is good here. This is good. But the name of the title, as you see, why should a man? Well, respect. You know. Let's go.
One of the biggest problems with us women in dating is the fact that we have no standards. We are standardless, we are godless, we are moralless, and a lot of us just all around from inception, we're not taught to be good people. The whole culture of being a man and having other men respect you is something of morals, realness, loyalty, hardworking. These are all things that are attached to manhood from birth. And women are raised under a system that raised us out the gate to be validated. We don't have to earn our validation the way men do. That leads us into a life of being moralless and standardless, and it shows up in the way that we date. I empathize with men, I sympathize, all that, because I cannot imagine how confusing it must be and how frustrating it must be to be dealing with standardless women and women who complain about their results but aren't accepting the fact that they lack standards.
Accountability. Accountability. I'm just saying, you guys, it's going to show up in your future generations of kids. If you don't get a hold to it now, it ain't too late. It ain't too late. Hey, I'm 53 years old. I started changing my life 8 years ago. So it's not too late. Okay? This lady just said a mouthful. When I heard her say these things, I said, oh my gosh. But we're going to go back into some more stuff because This thing that we got going on here, the war we have with men and women that affects generation of kids, you know, we already behind generations. And that's what my daughter was trying to teach me. The Gen Zs and the Generex X, the generations of kids. She was trying to teach me that. Yes, but we are we are in a place right now that if discussions do not start happening, and I'm talking about fast, if discussions do not start happening fastly, I truly believe that there's going to be a lot of mixed up things out here in the world, and nobody ain't gonna be safe. You know, ain't nobody gonna be safe because people are confused about a lot of things because do not like they do not like going inside of self, and that's all you got to do. If one person go deep down inside of self and correct what's eating that heart up to not make you love, to not to that heart that makes you not want to be a wise person, a person that cares about something other than what they tell you to care about. See, it's really, that's why it's hard to say who fault it is, because they put it out here for you. They put it out here for you. So the thing of it is, when you get older and you see this, then it do become your fault because you old enough to know it ain't right. You old enough to know that you can be better. You old enough to know that if it's hard for you, if it's hard for you inside of your heart to let go of things to become a better person, you old enough to go see somebody to get that fix. You old enough to do that. That's for the older people. But anyways, let's let her talk.
When we think about a standard, because a lot of people think they have standards, but standards are something that is cut and dry. It does not waver. It's not on a case-to-case basis. There's no gray area. It's your standard. It's what you put up with. It's what you won't put up with. And it doesn't change. It isn't modifiable. And women don't move like that. Us women, we do not move like that. We will have a certain criteria that one guy has to meet, and then another guy gets a completely different criteria. Some men, we'll put them in a position where they have to jump through hoops to get with us. Meanwhile, the guy that, might be a scammer, you might be attracted to, he might catch you on a day when you're in the mood or you're feeling it or you're lonely. He can he can hang out, he can come to your house, he can do whatever just because you don't have standards. You're wavering, you're double-minded. You don't have this one set thing where it's like, hey, I'm a woman of this caliber. This is what I command. This is what I attract across the board. I don't deal with anything less. We're not moving like that as women. And
Across the board. Yes. I totally agree. I totally agree. Now, we can't say all because it's never a all situation in none of these things. But majority, I had these talks a lot with just random people. And guess what they say? Majority. It is majority. But what I would have to say and what I'm going to start saying when I have these talks. So is you part of the majority? You part of the the what's the other what's the other one? Or you part of the person that's really out here trying, okay, to be that person that's about you. Because you have it's way more people out here that can care less about flip flopping from their standards. They may tell you they have a standards, okay? And this goes for men and women. To truthfully be honest, I will have to say that really the accountability really comes from the man. The man really should, and the standards and accountability should come from the man automatically first. That woman should have it as well. But I believe now that it's a lot of guys out here. Uh, Now these for the older guys though. There's a lot of older guys out here that lack those qualities there. That's what I would say. And I would have to say the young guys, uh, I believe they have a lot more potential when it comes to uh, accountable, being accountable. Because I see a lot of young guys now, they kind of be accountable of certain things that they are connected to and they are doing. But we have to understand that it is the majority people out here that lack discipline, that lack self love, that lack accountability. It's way more people like that than not like that, right? Unaccountability and accountability, right? It's a lot of people out here like that. So let's let her finish this up.
And that is problematic, and we have to take responsibility. You cannot be upset about your results. Oh, things aren't going my way. Oh, I'm not getting what I want. Oh, I'm not married. The key is, and this part is for the young girls, because what I've been talking about all along is for all of us, but this specific segment is for the young girls, because all of us older, we're already tainted, we're already cooked, all of that. I'm not saying doom and gloom, there's nothing that you can do, but this part is for the women who haven't themselves yet.
And she said, I'm glad she said it. I did. Listen to what she said. Oh, the girl. She said, y'all cooked. She said cooked though. Wow. That's a bad word right there. Yeah. It's a sad thing that's happening out here when you look out here. When you look at everything that goes on, see, a lot of people don't pay attention to what's going on out here, but you have to because it trickles down. Whatever you see happening in the big up there on the big field, like the Hollywood or whatever the case may be, when you see things happening in the big realm of things, just know it's a trickle down effect. Okay? Because if it happens to them, you automatically know that we don't stand a chance. Okay? You may think you do. You may think you do, but all you're doing is living through what they already done told you or showed you to do. So how is you safe? Okay? You ain't safe. The only way you can be safe if you go and get this fixed, right? You go and let somebody or something touch you inside of your heart. That's how you can become better. Now this can go for the older people and the young people, right? The young people got a lot of good in them now, but the bad thing is that they lack guidance. Yes, they might have a good thing going on uh, inside their little circle thing, but they don't have a lot of wisdom and guidance around them, and that's where older people like me and people out there in the universe. That's where you guys come in at. Okay, so let's finish this up. Almost done.
The key is to hold on to your purity. Remain a virgin, period. Keep it and make that standard what it is for the right man to get that from you. But us women,
Yeah, but you heard what she said. That's for the young girls. You heard what okay, I had to say that. But she said that. I didn't say it, right? Let's listen.
who have multiple bodies, who have slept with more than one person outside of our husband, if you even have a husband, you have to accept what it is. We're not teaching our girls to have that standard.
And we're going to end it right there because that's the key thing of tonight's show, the teaching. The teaching of our little girls, the teaching of our little boys, the teaching. If you don't teach them, somebody is going to teach them. And what they're going to teach them, it might not be the right thing. So that's why all of this is important because of the young kids that's out here. Now, don't get me wrong, people. Like I say, I once was a person that didn't do all the right things, right? I wasn't bad, but I'm not like I am now, okay? Yes, I'm better now, and I'm thankful for it. And that's why I do what I do, okay? I do these things. That's why I like even with my channel and stuff, I do this the only way how uh the only way how I know how to do it, and that is expressing myself through words, expressing myself through pictures, expressing myself through uh, stuff like that. That that's another way of me expressing my creativity or showing my creativity. And in the process of showing my creativity, you get to learn what's inside of here. See, it's real easy to see people mind works and uh how their heart beats, right? It's real easy to see that because all you got to do is see what they do in their daily lives, right? See, I put up words and pictures, everything. You can read it, you can feel it, right? That's how I express myself. That's my creativity. But it's also the way how I feel inside my heart. So I'm saying, if you are an older person out there, please choose your words wisely on how we speak, on how we act. The young people is watching. I say to the people that wants to be a better person, I say to y'all, you can. I say to y'all, you can do what you want to do if you choose to do it. If you want to be a better person, take the steps to do it. I got a guy that called me the other day. Uh, he, he took a chance on himself, and he got he got him in his first. Think it was his first baby mama or something like that. He only got I believe he only have like 2 kids, but he took his first love up out of their hometown, and they shot on up out of there, many miles away, right? you know, uh, and he doing great. And how he was talking and how he was speaking, I was just so proud for that man. I'm very happy. That also lets you know, when you can be happy for another person's success, just like it's your own. If you can guide people to that success, just like it's you, because they might not even know the steps. You may know it, but if you can take them there, and it ain't even you, and you get across that finish line, or you help him get across that finish line, or help her get across that finish line, and they be successful, I get so much joy into watching other people live their dreams. That's when you know that you are a helper to the universe. When you get joy from other people's success, especially if you help create it or you help find it for them. Yes. Growth mindset. Look, we gonna have these shirts on here. We gonna have these sweaters on here. I want to get the sweaters on here before it get too cold. Look, I'm gonna take a break for maybe about 2 weeks. I'm gonna take a break on this whole YouTube and on my other platforms. I'm gonna take a break for about 2 weeks. I told you I'm on second. I moved off of first. I moved off of third. Excuse me. It's getting late. I'm getting a little tired. Yeah, okay. I moved off of third that I've been on for 8 years. So I am going, I am going to rest and get used to this shift. And I'm used to it though. Don't get me wrong. I actually love it. I love first shift, but I need to take a couple of weeks off and just relax. That's what I want to do. Okay. Uh, so we at the end of January, and yes, so I'll take me like 2 weeks off, and then I'll come back, and that should be around Valentine's Day. I take about 2 weeks off, and I'm not gonna be on no platforms. I'm just gonna rest and get my thoughts and stuff together and clean up some certain things that I need to clean up and get some things did, and then I'll jump back on here. Uh, But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna take me a couple of weeks off and just sit back and you know 'Cause I got shirts and stuff that I need to that I need to actually get out, and I ain't even been able to do that. So it's only 24 hours in a day, and it's just me. I'm doing all of this, and it's just me. Okay, but it's my gift. It's my gift to myself because I didn't even know how to do none of this. So it's a gift to me. I found new avenues and new lanes to explore uh, all the gifts that the Lord Jesus Christ put inside of me. That man upstairs, he's good. I'm telling you. If you don't know, I advise you, open your heart up, open your mind up, and I advise you to let him show you. He'll show you. He showed me. He'll show you. Okay, that's my time. I did an hour and a half on this. Listen, when you get a chance to look at this video, let me know what you think. Okay? Drop it in the comment. Let me know what you think about this video tonight and about what you saw on here, because we're going to be doing a lot more of these videos, okay? Yes, we're going to do a lot more of these videos because I am for the culture, okay? I'm definitely for the culture. A lot of people not, right? And when you're not for your culture, it makes the people that you care about not for the culture. Okay. I did a lot today on here. I gotta start making it a little bit more packful together. Get it more. Gotta start getting it more on the schedule. But like I say, that this is more like therapy for me. This is more like a show for me. Okay, I can talk about my whole 53 years being here on this side of the universe. Yes. This is good. You feel what I'm saying? This is good. Okay, I didn't want to. Yeah, I put this up here. And I didn't even want that part up here. I had something else I wanted guys to check out. And I was supposed to do this when Big Mama was up there talking. I was supposed to put this. When Big Mama was talking, I was supposed to put this up. Sister Ali. That's a sister that I found years ago. I actually think somebody else found it and introduced her to me. For those of y'all don't know, she has been about Black power. She has been about Black women, Black people, Black love for well over 50 years, okay? About 30 some years though. She's been about And you see what she say. And still yet haven't been fully examined. But you know, they definitely examine us men. You know that, right? We know that they will not let us not go without being examined, right? Hey y'all, I'm out of here. That's my time. I am tired, okay? But I wanted to do this. Yes, I wanted to do this. It's going to be more videos like this. I had 2 more I wanted to put up. I had a brother on there. For everybody that I put up on here tonight, shout out to y'all. I will put that lady channel up there as well. She's a very wise, look like she's young too, but she's a very wise young person. That anybody that speaks like that, anybody that speaks for the culture of love, for the culture of learning, a real positive message that has to do with your heart, that has to do with self, I'm all for it. That's my time. I am out of here. Till the next time, you guys, I put my face on this place. You already know. Yes, you do. You know what? You know my saying. You already know my saying, because that's what I found real.
Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes he lets it rage so he can calm you. That situation wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. See, everybody wants peace, everybody wants clarity, but nobody wants the pain that produces it. But growth don't happen in comfort. Strength don't show up in silence. The storm revealed who you were, but it also revealed who you're not. And that's the gift. The storm stripped the lies. It exposed the weaknesses. It tore away everything fake so God could show you what's real. So don't pray it away too soon. Let it do its work. Let it shape you. Because storms don't destroy purpose, they reveal it. And on the other side of this, you won't just survive. You'll stand different, walk different, believe different. Because when you've been through real pain, you speak with real power. That's why he let it hit you. It was never about the storm, it was about what it woke up inside you.
And what he woke up inside me was the growth of love, the growth of happiness, the growth of strength. That's what he woke up in me. That's my time. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like I say, when you get a chance to look at this video, drop a comment, tell me how you like it. You can also share these videos. Please, I'm trying to get to a different number here. It seemed like YouTube is trying to work with me on some things here. So I surely appreciate you guys, though. I really, really do. Y'all have yourselves a good night.